Good evening, good evening, good evening. Man, it's raining outside. It's a nice, comfortable day, and I'm glad to be here. I thank God for waking me this morning and starting me on this good journey. I call it a good journey because it's a good thing every morning that we wake up and we can say hello. I want to give you a little affirmation, just a few words of encouragement, put something on your mind. So I want you each broadcast that I do from this day forward, I'm sending out a billionaire message. And it's if you take those messages and you put them together, you can see yourself being a billionaire. So I'm going to read my first little section that I wrote down here. And I want you to take that section. So our next call that we have, you can add that to it. Okay. So we got to get off the world system. That's the title. For the next 10 or 12 sessions, it's going to be getting off the world system. Men don't rule the world system. Satan does. Satan is controlling everything today that's stopping us from accomplishing, even into our mindset of just enough, a little bit. I'm okay. I'm well-to-do. I got it going on, or whatever you want to say. That's not in God's plan. We got to get into God's system, okay? He is the one pulling strings deceptively operating the Babylonian system of economics that he put in place after the fall of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. One that is doomed for destruction. Go to book of Revelation, chapter 17 and 18. Let's take a closer look at what it means when we say Babylonian system. That's the world system of economics that we have today. When you get your job, the gas prices is up, the oil is bad, everything that's causing you to struggle as a working class person, person that's not financially stable. Okay, so we need to do something to change the worldly system by taking ourselves out of the worldly system. Believe me, all your problems are from the worldly system. God has a system in store that's the best for you. Everything that you don't want a lack of. He's not an author of anything less than abundance, wealth, and so on. So Deuteronomy 8:18, he gives us the power to gain wealth, get wealth. See, we have the power. Next step is an action. Our passions, our talent and skills that he gave us a measure of is there to help us to reach the next level of where we need to be. But we got to follow God's plan and get that straight first. Okay, first. Okay, so today is a good day. And what I mean by that is that, Satan in my life interfered in my life in a lot of things. I didn't follow God's instructions on a lot of things. I made not intentional mistakes. I meant well and I thought everything was great and what man said was okay. But God said, don't put your trust in no man. See? Do not lean on your own understanding. In my understanding, what he was saying was right. But in the end, it was wrong. So I turned all that over to God. I said, God, that's in your hand. You know what to do in all those situations, because what's in my heart is vengeance. And I know you say vengeance is yours. And I'm giving it to you, Lord, that you take care of that. Just lead me in the right direction to where I can go and do the things that you want me to do. Right now, we're on this $1 billion movement. We're on this $1 billion movement. You can go to the website, you can read, you can get on the podcast. Please get my book so you can follow along what I'm saying. I mean, I put it in the book for the people that likes to read and can follow along. But if you don't have the book, you can't follow that way. If you're not on the podcast, please get on the podcast and let me know that you're here. Send out comments, say, hey, I'm here, man. Uh, and let your friends and your family know what we're talking about. Because see, it's a time out. This economic system that Satan is running across our lives, have been all of our lives. The system that he's running is taking us to a level that we can't control, and it's getting us out of control. So they got all kind of plans and all kind of money that they're spending on things when the plan is get God and use the word seed. The word seed controls everything. It was a word seed for me to get here. Being on time, being consistent, saying what thus says the Lord. All are word seeds. And I follow those word seeds. I follow the word seed. That's why I talk about it in my book. And we got to get away from the norms. Get away from the norm. Our first investment is rolling along smoothly, but look how God works. Satan devices that he used. It was a lady in Mississippi. She's trying to create generational wealth. She want to teach about that. She want to learn more about that. She's a pastor as well. And so a hacker went through my Facebook stuff, just since I'm trying to get to her, since Wealth Creator is the name of my company. So, he kind of maneuvered and tried to jump in and throw a wrench at one of us, right? Using me to get to her because she called me. And she said, I called you. She said, because you had your information there. And as I looked and researched it, I found out, look, I need to call this man. She called me. We're on the same page. And we're getting ready to do big things together. Big things, because we are that like-mindedness, what I've been praying for, what God told me to look for, people with like-mindedness. She's ready. She's ready. I see a lot of areas where my expertise, along with hers, can do great things. She understands my cause, my mission, and what I'm all about. And I understand hers. And our collaboration is going to bring about that unity and that like-minded culture of people to do the same. See, if you're in tune with God, he's going to make sure you get what you need to get. Now, she's going to have a Zoom, and she have platforms as well. I do Zooms. I'm getting ready to do my first platform sometime in October, publicly. See, so our collaborations together is going to be something big. We're in the billion-dollar flow. We're going to make it happen like billions. There's no little in big. There's no not enough in God. And to me, God is big. He's the biggest of them all, of us all. He is the ultimate one. And his word seed is empowering us to do the things that we should do. So if you're out there listening today, if you just take a couple of minutes and listen, go to my website, become a member of Houston Wall Street Movement. Say, Mr. Townsend, I want to be involved, connected to something bigger than myself, so that God can use me to reach other people, so that we can build that culture of people. Because see, it's finances, people. It's finances. Abundance of cash solves a lot of problems. We need abundance of cash to help promote the church physical building and the church within us. So it's a twofold thing there. But God said, if we seek him, all the other things will be added unto you. Don't be anxious for what you see right now and get caught up in the world system. Let's get into God's system, just believing and trusting and have faith that what he said, he's going to do. I am there 100%. And I'm going to intercede for anybody else that's in that like-minded culture of believers and movers and shakers, if you want to put it that way. Movers and shakers, people making things happen. See, that's what I want to be a part of. And I want to be a strong group of people nationwide that understand what the culture of people is all about. I want you to understand that we are about building wealth, not just making money, because you've been making money all your life, but we're about building wealth, wealth, wealth. God talks about wealth. So I know I'm supposed to have it. There's no doubt about it. I have to do the things so that he can intervene through me and make those things manifest. It's already started. That call, I stayed on about maybe an hour with her. We didn't know each other, but our like-mindedness with God in the midst brought us together like we've been knowing each other for years. You see? So this is what I'm looking for, and this is what's taking place. You don't have to be a pastor to be a part. You don't have to be anything but yourself, because I'm going to teach you how to make yourself the star of all your shows. You don't need an outsider. You need you to be focused and get on board with something bigger than yourself in a culture of people that think alike, do things alike, seeking things alike. She talked about the Houston Wall, not the Houston Wall Street movement. That's me. But every time I go to say Wall Street, I think about Houston. Okay. But the 1921 Tulsa, Oklahoma Wall Street massacre. Okay. She talked about when she read that, she was amazed at the things that the people did within Tulsa, Oklahoma. They created a city within a city with their own economics. She said, what's wrong with us today? I read that, and right away, that was the first thing I said. Well, we can do it today. If we did it way back then. I said, you're absolutely right. That's what I said when I first saw it. If it happened then, it can happen now. And that's one of my slogans or my themes that I say, bring in Wall Street back to Main Street. See, that's like-mindedness. That's God intervening with minds that think alike, doing things alike, so on and so forth, right? So be a part of something like that, because, you stand on the sideline. I'm okay. I got everything that I need. I don't need anything else. But what about others? God said, I want to bless you so you can bless others. I want to be able to buy a family a brand new car, not something that's just beat up, won't hardly run. They got to spend a lot of money, but I want to hand them the keys to a brand new car. It takes money to do that. Can you do that today? Can you help 10 families a year to be financially free? Teach them, show them how to do it, help them financially. Can you do that today? So a lot of times when I'm talking to people, they got it going on. Oh, I'm a realtor. Yes, that's the world system. That's Satan's system. We're not talking about the worldly system. They're not about giving, helping, or doing anything. It's about how much I can get out of them to build me to where I want to be. It's all about you. See, I want to be that great servant that God helped build wealth for, help me to create wealth so that I could be a blessing to others. That's what I want to build a business, an institution that astounds the world. So the Lord God Almighty will get praise and glory, to build thousands, even millions of people of like-mindedness to be a blessing to their community and their fellow man. That's my mission. That's my mission through God building wealth through me. A lot of people don't understand. I might be out in the left field like the radical person, because I don't speak and do things in the norm. And when I say that, it's what people normally hear. That's why I'm not in the norm, because what I speak, it's not an everyday conversation, because nobody's about giving. Most of the people can't give. They don't have enough to give. And so if you want to be a blessing, if you want to change your life, you want to be a part of something bigger, and you want to be a part of something that can help you to do those things, unite with us. We're doing big things. Unite with us. This is the billionaire movement. So, Mr. Townsend, I want to be a part of your millionaire society. $49.95 a month gets you the whole package. It gets you my book. It gets you the Millionaire Society. It gets you the teaching and the training on how to get your business, build a billion through your passion, your talents, and your skills that you desire to do yourself. This is what we advocated. This is what it's all about. The young men that we're teaching how to be business owners is well on the way. It's all getting wrote up and the legal documents and everything done. All of that's been done right now. Our first income producing asset, our first restaurant carry out is on the way, getting ready to take place. That's number one. Number 2, 3, 4, is that going to be in your place? Are they all going to be in my area? Is it going to be in your state or mine? Be a part of something big. It don't necessarily, income producing asset is not a me, mine, I thing. It's everybody achieving greatness from one source. Our main source is God, and then the other source is the collaborating like-mindedness of the people that's involved to make it happen. A lot of people don't see it. And you know what? When you hang around people that's not of like-mindedness, it kind of pulls you down. So you got another battle to fight on the side. You gotta fight with negativity. You gotta fight with no encouragement, no pushing forward. You know, a lot of things that really you can avoid, but it exists. You want to visit your family, and then how you doing? I'm doing great, excellent. Okay, well, how's that thing you doing? What do you mean? Don't you supposed to have a business? I said, yeah, I got a business, not a thing. And that sparks controversy. And I say, well, my business is not a thing. So, you know, we have to be educated and educate people about the way to say and do certain things so that you don't offend people. And I spend a lot of my time trying not to offend people, but sometimes we have to let people know how it really is. I got to be about, just like Jesus said, I got to be about my Father's business, and that is helping people to create finances and change their financial situation and being able to help people in need that don't have. I want to be one of the person that was able to do something that was great and that was significant in somebody's life, not a handout or something they can only eat today, but they're provided for a whole month. I want to do those type of things. So if you're in the sound of my voice today, go to my website and become a member of Houston Wall Street Movement, becoming a member of our Millionaire Society that we're kicking off. This year is the year for change. This year is the year for greatness. This year is the year that you want to get out of normacy and not being connected to the norm, but being able to step outside the norm like I have. Stepping out, nothing normal except like-mindedness going on over on this side involving our norm. But outside norm, we don't deal in norms. And that's the norm that's controlling your life. Anytime you get ready for something, you're looking for something to provide it for you because it's tied up in the norm and part of Satan's economic system. Remember, I always talked about you in the first series. I talked about systems and subsystems. I told you that's what run the world, system and subsystem. Now, over the years, I've talked about those things enough to you can say, well, how can I get out of them? Now, for the last 3 or 4 months, we've been talking about how to get out of the worldly systems. That's why I say I don't adhere to the norm. It's normal for people to go to college and get a degree. It's normal for them to get that degree in college and go look for a job. It's normal for them to find that job and work 15 to 20 years on that job. It's normal for them to struggle financially. It's normal for them to end up in tax debt. It's normal for them to not to get to where they want to be financially and being able to help people. It's normal. Those are the normacies of the world that I'm talking about to get away from. Get out of those. I don't argue with anybody. I don't debate with anybody. Hey, it is what it is. God said, do it. I do it. God said, it's good. I accept. The word seed leads and drive my life. There's a word seed for everything. Be a part and learn about the word seed. You have it in your hand in the Bible, but we're going to show you how to take those word seeds, and apply it to your life so your life would be better and you can learn something and apply it to someone and give it to someone else or help them to understand where they are in life and why they struggle and why they don't have enough. God is not about that. He's not about you just surviving. He's not about you just doing a little bit. He's about you being wealthy in abundance so that you can bless someone. If you're struggling, how can you help someone else struggling? I was so elated when I finally talked to the young lady that's in Mississippi, and we exchange information. We're going to collaborate together, and we're going to make this thing happen. Not only in Mississippi, in Arkansas, in Texas, but hey, in all 50 states. Because see, like-mindedness, it only take a spot. The prayer of Jabez. Oh, how I wished he would bless me indeed. Been a part of my life for a long time. Enlarge my territory, Lord. See, my territory is being enlarged within like-minded people. See what I'm saying? So this is the kind of prayers and things that I'm praying for everybody else to see the light. If not for you, you have kids, grandkids, cousins, uncles, aunts, grandmothers, grandfathers, other family members that need help. Maybe you're okay. You don't mind helping them with the little things that just for a little bit. You really can't afford to buy them a brand new car, buy them a new house, take the whole family on vacation for a month. See, because the norm takes 80% of your time. And I'm talking about the normacy of a job. That's 80% of your time. So as far as vacationing and traveling and doing a lot of things, it's going to hinder that. But we're talking about helping you to get out of those situations so you can be free, freed up to do the things that God wants you to do for you, for yourself, and others. It's there. It can take place. We don't have to continue to be the minority. We want to build a majority of like-minded people that own subdivision, banks, strip malls, name it. We claim it. Long as it's in the business of helping the people. I only deal in things that's going to help a person if it's just the help on the gas thing. Have gas pills. I saw it. I said, you know what? If I can get that in my company, I have access to it. I think it's a good thing that I tried it myself. I put it in my car. It helped me on my gas mileage. Okay. So gas problem is an issue. The price of the gas. So I took that on. So these fuel tabs, I put 2 in my car. It helps me save on gas, right? People that's all bloated, got these big bellies and stuff, thinking that it's fat. It's not fat. You got a lot of years of stored up stuff in there need to be eliminated. A lot of stuff we take, don't bring it out. So I ran across this tea, 2 bags in it. Bring it all out. Years of stuff been packed away comes out. And you can tell. So get rid of that gut. That's what I did. Someone told me he didn't have a solution, but he knew it through what he was doing. That's what it was. Is, hey, man, that ain't no fat. You can lose that in a week or a day. So he was right. So I took that on as something that helped people. Showing people how to get a pay raise on their job. It works. Anywhere from $300 to $500 a pay period back into your household income if you insisted on being a part of the normacy of a job. It works. We have that. We have other things that can enhance your life while you continue to do the things that you do until you decide that, hey, I no longer want to do this thing. I want to be a part of something bigger than myself, so I'm able to be free to do the things that I want to do. Be free to do the things that I want to do. Become a billionaire, billionaire status. All this year we're talking about billions, 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 because we want everyone to be a part of this billionaire surge, this billionaire merger of like-minded people. Join us together in unity. You realize there's strength in unity? I tell you all the time. Basketball teams, the sports arena, they win because they're unified and they win big. Military are unified. When they win big. And we got to help our churches to get on the right track. The most powerful unit on earth. But you got to be more about the people, not just about the church. Building. Did you get that? Church building. Let's be more about building the souls of God's people. Empower them to be a blessing. Even if you got a little church and then you get the big church, that's because you outgrew it. Not the big facade and nobody inside. That's not the picture. Get God in the plan for everything. He is the word seed of our life, the word seed of everything. So I'm going to get off here. I got a little emotional there, not bad way, but I'll go on and I'll talk forever. It's almost running up on my 30-minute time here. So I got another session coming up. And I just want to say, I appreciate everybody getting on today. I hope something that I said would encourage someone to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. Be a part of something that's able to provide and help and be a blessing to others. My address, phone number, all this stuff. Comments. I had no comments, but if you wanted, you could have comment and we could have went back and forward in that way. So next time you jump on the broadcast, make a comment. Say, hey, I'm Bob from Arizona, and I'm just on to hear what you have to say. Just something like that. It empowers me and it empowers others just to hear people say and do little things. Is that it's just like saying good morning. I read something one day, old letter. I bet it's about 20 years old. It was talking about God was saying, why have you forgotten me? I blew a breath in your face this morning and woke you up. You didn't even say good morning. I let the thunder shake you to get your attention. And you never asked me what you have to say. It was so inspiring. And I had that for a lot of years, but I was cleaning out some stuff and I ran across it. But I took it out and I framed it because what it said made sense. See, I was in the world back when I got it and I read it then. I liked what it said. But now I'm in a different level in life. I really saw the significance within that letter. So I'm going to share different things, a part of that letter with people and with you. And, you know, I like to share. I like for people to feel and be a part of what I'm feeling and what I'm a part of, because see, together we can change much. Together we can have much. Together we're powerful. So let's become unified and go to the next level. And I always want to say, God bless each and every one of you. I will see everyone at the top. God bless and have a blessed day.